English Listening Practice. Episode 9. How to improve your listening skills quickly. Hello, dear friends, and welcome back to another listening practice from English Listening Pod. I'm Olivia, and I'm happy you are here. Today we're going to talk about how to improve your listening skills quickly. Listening well is an important part of learning English, and it can help you feel more confident when you speak or read. In this episode, we'll explore practical ways to train your ear, share real examples from daily life, and discuss how small habits can make a big difference over time. I'll keep the language simple and clear, so even if you have just begun your English journey, you'll be able to follow along easily. To begin with, you can make listening practice part of your daily routine. Imagine you wake up in the morning and you turn on the radio or open YouTube. Choose a short news update or a simple podcast episode made for learners, like this one. As you brush your teeth or prepare your breakfast, let the audio play in the background. Your brain will become more familiar with the sounds and rhythms of English. If you hear a word you don't understand, pause the audio and repeat the sentence. This habit helps your ear catch tricky sounds more quickly. Another idea is to shadow what you hear. Shadowing means you listen and speak at the same time. You might start with a short clip from a learner-level podcast or an interview with clear speech. Play a sentence, pause it, and then try to repeat it exactly as you heard it. Use the same intonation and speed. If you notice that certain sounds are hard for you, perhaps TH or the difference between V and W, focus on those. Over time, your mouth will learn to form those sounds, and your ear will learn to separate them. Sometimes it helps to use transcripts or subtitles. Think of watching a short video in English with subtitles in your own language. First, watch it with the English subtitles on. Try to read and listen at the same time. Then turn off the subtitles in your language and see how much you understand by ear alone. You can rewind and play again as many times as you need. This method works well if you choose videos that are not too long. For example, listening to a clip about ordering food in a restaurant might feel easier and more motivating than jumping into a full movie right away. It also helps to vary the voices and accents you listen to. If you only listen to one teacher or one friend, your ear will get used to that voice and style. You might feel lost when you hear someone new. To avoid this, try listening to different speakers. You could join an online language exchange and chat with people from different countries. Or you might listen to a short conversation between two actors from a beginner's English podcast. Over time, you will notice patterns and get used to new accents. This variety prepares you for real-world conversations where people speak in many different ways. Real-life examples can show why this matters. I remember a student who could understand her online teacher perfectly, but she froze when a British friend said hello. She thought her listening skills were good, but she needed more variety. She started listening to short British radio news clips and then joined a conversation group with British speakers. After a few weeks, she felt proud when she could keep up with their jokes and comments. She said that mixing different sources of English listening made her feel ready for anything. If you want to track your progress, you can keep a listening journal. After each practice session, write down 1 or 2 sentences you understood completely. You might also note a new word or phrase you heard for the first time. Over a few weeks, your journal will show how many new items you've added. This small record gives you a sense of achievement It also shows which topics interest you more. Perhaps you love listening to travel stories or cooking shows. When you follow your own interests, you will feel excited to listen again and again. Let's talk about how to choose materials that match your level. If you are a beginner, start with slow and clear speech. Many teacher-made podcasts include slowed-down sections. You might listen to a short storytelling clip about a simple daily event, like catching a bus or greeting a neighbor. After you feel comfortable, you can move to a slightly faster version of the same text. Some apps offer layered speed options, and this gradual increase helps your ear adjust. When the speed goes up, try not to worry if you miss a word or two. Just focus on catching the overall meaning. Listening with a friend can make practice more fun. You could each choose a short clip and then share what you heard. One person plays the audio and the other summarizes it in simple English. Then you switch roles. This exercise helps you pay attention to important details and creates a chance to speak in English right away. You might discover that you focus on different words or phrases, and your partner can explain anything you miss. This kind of collaborative practice builds motivation and makes your listening time feel social rather than lonely. Sometimes it helps to play with the audio speed. If the speaker talks too fast, slow down the playback to 80 or 70% of normal speed. As you improve, bring the speed back up little by little. You can also use the equalizer settings on some apps to boost the treble or volume of speech closer to your ear. These small adjustments can make it easier for your brain to pick out words and phrases, and you can gradually return to the original settings when you feel ready. Another simple trick is to listen in the car or on your way to work. When you travel on public transport or walk to the store, put on headphones and play an English dialogue or story. You don't need to stare at the screen. Your goal is to let your ears soak in the language. Even if you miss most of it at the beginning, your subconscious mind will start to tune in. After a few days or weeks, you will find that you catch phrases more often, even when you are busy with other thoughts. If you are brave, try dictation exercises. Choose a short paragraph from a learner-level text and listen carefully. Pause after each sentence and try to write exactly what you hear. Then compare your text with the original transcript. You will see where you missed a word or spelled it wrong. This exercise sharpens your ear, your spelling, and your attention to small details. You can do the same with song lyrics. Listen to a simple song, write down the lyrics as you hear them, and then check the official words. Singing along to your favorite songs is another way to practice listening, while improving your pronunciation and rhythm. I once had a friend who struggled with podcasts because she felt they were too long. She decided to break each episode into 5-minute chunks. She practiced listening to one chunk each morning while having tea. At first, she could not remember much, but after a week, she began to recall the main points. She felt proud when she could talk about the story with her language partner. This small habit gave her a clear path to improvement and made her listening practice feel achievable, not overwhelming. If you want more structure, you can set a 5-minute timer for focused listening. During that time, you give your full attention to the audio. You don't check your phone and you don't let your mind wander. Give yourself that gift of focus. After the timer ends, jot down 1 or 2 sentences summarizing what you heard. This process trains your brain to listen actively rather than passively. Active listening means you look for meaning, tone, and intention behind the speaker's voice. When you practice this way, you will find that you remember more and understand more clearly. Another way to boost your skills is through question prompts. Before you play a clip, read 2 or 3 simple questions about the content. For example, you might ask, "Where did the story take place?" Or, "What problem did the speaker face?" Then listen to the audio and try to answer those questions. This technique trains your brain to listen for specific information. It also helps you feel more engaged because you have a clear purpose as you listen. When you finish, check your answers against the transcript or replay the clip to see if you were right. Beyond these focused methods, you can make listening fun by turning it into a game. Join an online quiz where you listen to a short clip and choose the correct answer from 3 options. Or team up with a friend and challenge each other to understand a tricky accent. You might watch a 2-minute street interview in London and see who can catch the most words. Turning practice into play keeps you motivated and curious, and you will notice that time flies when you are enjoying yourself. It helps to set realistic and clear goals. If you aim to improve for 5 minutes every day, you are more likely to stick to it than if you promise an hour but rarely follow through. Even short sessions add up over time. When you look back after 2 weeks, you will see that you have listened to more than an hour of English, and your brain has grown more accustomed to its sounds. This small consistency is the secret to quick improvement. Listening to your own voice can also help. Try recording yourself speaking or reading a short paragraph. Then listen to the recording and compare it with a native speaker's version. Notice the differences in stress, rhythm, and intonation. When you hear where you need improvement, you can practice the tricky parts again. Over time, this self-loop of recording and listening will make your ears sharper and your speaking more natural. As you progress, challenge yourself with new content. Move from learner materials to authentic materials like short interviews, news clips, or TED Talks with simple topics. You might start with a 2-minute cooking demonstration or a travel vlog. When you feel comfortable, try a more complex story, perhaps a personal experience of someone who climbed a mountain or adopted a pet. Each new challenge pushes your brain to adapt and grow, and before you know it, you will find that you understand more than you thought possible. Remember that improving quickly doesn't mean rushing through everything. It means practicing smartly, focusing on the right activities, and staying consistent. Give yourself patience and kindness as you learn. Celebrate the small wins, like catching a new sound or understanding a full sentence without looking at subtitles. These moments of clarity will boost your confidence and encourage you to keep going. I hope these ideas help you find fun and effective ways to practice listening. You don't need fancy equipment or expensive courses. With your phone, some motivation, and a few simple habits, you can hear the difference in just a few weeks. Keep exploring new audio sources, record your progress, and stay curious. Before long, you will find that listening in English feels natural and even enjoyable. Thank you for listening today. If you liked this episode, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new podcast. Leave a comment to tell me which listening trick you will try first, and share your progress with our community. I'm Olivia, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.